Assalamualaikum and good evening. Stay safe, stay home. Kita jaga kita. Okay, for this video, Sensei will show about the latching and lockout ladder diagram. Okay, so for the first one, for the latching. Okay, let's say for the latching, we do this normal latching assignment, which is about we have the start, we have the stop, and the motor lah for the I/O assignment. This for these two input and the one output. Okay, let's say we do the ladder diagram. Okay, for the first one we have the start button, which is we add 0.0 start, and then we have the motor, which is 1.00 for the motor. For if we start button and then the motor will turn on. But for the latching, if we after we start and then we off the start, the motor still running. So we use the parallel with the start using the address of the motor itself. Okay. And then if the start is turned off, if the motor already energized, then the motor will always energize until we energize the stop button, 0.01 stop. Okay, this is how the latching function. Okay, so we will try to run this using the simulation. Okay, from the CX Designer. Okay. Okay, so if we trigger the start button, okay, the motor will turn on. Okay, the motor will turn on. Same with the ladder diagram. If we put the start button again, there's nothing happen because the flow is already running at the contact with address motor itself. And then if we trigger the stop, it will break the flow. Okay, stop. Then the motor is running back to the de-energized condition. Okay, that's it. Okay, sometimes there is also a case which is more than one input or one output for start and stop button, which is like this. Okay, let's say if put another start here, let's say 0.01 start 2. This is for the stop, 0.02. Okay, for the start 2. And then there is a 0.03 for stop 2. Okay, which is from this ladder diagram. To start the motor, whichever one of the start can be triggered to energize the motor, either 0.00 or 0.02, either start or start 2. Okay, same with the stop. Let's say if there is a two button stop, which is there is two person that in charge, or the distance between the stop 1 and stop 2 is there is a distance. So whenever the stop button is pushed, doesn't matter which one, and then the motor will turn off. This is for the safety purpose, which is if there is extra stop button, much better. So now we are going to do for the lockout, which is for the latching we already done. Okay, for the lockout ladder diagram. Okay, as you know, the lockout ladder diagram, which is if there is another output is trigger, and then the else output will be locked, will be disabled. Okay, let's say we use this kind of I/O assignment. We have start M1, start M2, okay, and also stop. Okay, where start M1 for motor 1, and then start M2 for motor 2. Okay, so we do the ladder diagram. Okay, we have the 0.00 for the start M1. Okay, will trigger the 1.0 motor 1. Okay, and it's same with the latching, which is we want that the start is in push button. Okay, we put 1.0. The motor 1 will be always energized until we trigger the 0.02, the stop button. Okay, we check it. Okay, alright. Okay, and then there is some extra, which is for the lockout function, which is if motor 2, and in the next round there will be later for the motor 2. If motor 2 is triggered or energized, and then the motor 1 will be disabled. So we put the contact close here with the address of motor 2. So if motor 2 energized, then the motor 1 will be disabled. This is a lockout function. Okay, for the motor 2 is just similar with the motor 1. So we just copy paste here and then change the address for the start. 0.01 will be the start M2. Stop same. Motor 2, motor 1 will disable the motor 2. So here will be the 1.0. And then here will be the 1.01, which is the motor 2, and then the latching 1.01. Okay, that's it. So if this motor 1 is triggered, and then it will disable the motor 2. If motor 1 is triggered, it will disable the motor 2. Okay, let's see the function. Okay, we are running the simulator. Okay, let's say here. So, if we trigger the M1, and then the motor 1 will be function. What happen if we trigger the start for M2? There's nothing happen because already in open condition for this contact. Okay, so there's nothing happen. Okay, if you stop, okay, you start M2, and then the motor 2 will be triggered, and then the motor 1 cannot function. Okay, this is a concept of lockout function or interlock function. Okay, that's all for this video. Okay, stay tuned for the next video. Stay safe, stay home, kita jaga kita. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.